Welcome to our very special episode of AM Arkansas, and we're so glad you could join us. Of course, I'm Adam.
I'm Tina.
And I'm Molly.
We have a great episode for you today. We're going to talk about celebrating, all these different ways to get prepared for Christmas, teach you how to wrap a present, and we even have a very special musical guest coming on later in the show.
So it's going to be a great episode. Unfortunately, we're not actually airing live right now. So when you're watching us, of course, you're able to see us. But we're sorry to those viewers who were perhaps awake with us at 8 in the morning on Friday. We just want you to know that we will be back on the air live at 8 in the mornings starting
In
the
January.
spring semester.
So if you're not watching us right now, we're very sorry. Our apologies to all the people who are not listening to us right now.
Hopefully you're sleeping and you're getting lots of rest and studying for those exams.
Right.
So.
Well, I know that I've been studying so hard for these exams, but there's all these Christmas parties that just have to take precedent over the exams.
Adam.
So, hey, don't tell me that you all haven't been
No,
partying enough either.
I've already got a Christmas party. And right now, I actually cannot concentrate on what we're saying because I keep glancing over out of the corner of my eye at a monitor that we typically look at, just kind of to gauge our picture, and it doesn't look right. And
No.
there's something about the color that makes me think Adam is me when I look over, and it's very confusing to me. But you look kind of like you have long hair or something.
She hasn't gotten very much sleep.
I've kind of forgotten that we have hats on our heads.
Yes, and we have the hats on, so that's funny.
At first you didn't want to put them on, but now they're on. I'm kind of like, this is
Yeah.
kind of snug. I like it.
I like
You
it.
should
It
just
hides
wear it
my
all the
receding
time from now
hairline.
on. Yeah.
So
from now on, you just have to stare at her forehead for the rest of the show. And be
Yes.
like, "What?"
Tina went to a Christmas party last night. How was it?
I did go to a Christmas party. It was quite fun. We watched the old version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the cartoon
The
version.
good version.
I hadn't seen that since preschool, so that was fun. And
That
there
is
was
the
some,
good version.
There's some good treats. Some people had made some chocolate peanut butter covered Cheerio clusters, which I've had lots of different kinds, but not the Cheerio clusters. I really enjoyed that.
Those are very good. My roommate always makes those and sticks them in the freezer because that's where you keep them. So every time you open the freezer, sometimes you've got these awful, well, they're very good, but they're very tempting.
Yeah.
So it's not good when they're in the
I had-
freezer staring at you.
I had my annual Christmas party on Wednesday, and I was very strategic. I asked people to bring candy and soda and everything, and then I moved the party games to the other end of the room. So at the end of the night, I had all this leftover candy and soda just for me to
Oh my
enjoy.
gosh, it does not surprise
We had
me,
like a
Adam.
big box of Oreos that nobody even opened, and they're all mine now.
You
It's
don't send them home with
fantastic.
your guests? Isn't that?
I know that is etiquette.
Isn't
that is
that
etiquette,
pretty
Adam.
much
You're supposed to
standard
make a little
operating?
plate. Because our hosts last night had lots and
I
lots
had
of
plates,
leftover
yeah. And
you offer it
refreshments,
to the
and they made us
guests
a
as they
plate.
leave.
They made me a little plate. They even wrapped it with wax paper, and they live in the quad. They don't even have a kitchen. So
Looks like Adam is
Adam
just mooching
apparently-
off of his friends.
Apparently didn't know. And also, we were going to warn you, if Adam gives you a present,
Yes.
don't accept it, because it's also he can hold it over you
So
someday in the future.
if I give you a
He's not
present,
very
I
nice.
expect a present back.
Yes.
He's
We were
not
just
very
talking.
nice.
One of my friends
It's a bribe.
gave her a present for her birthday in August. In October, when it was my birthday, I didn't even get a card. Come on, what's the deal with that?
Aww.
It was so sad.
Probably because they know that
I cried
what
for
you're
weeks.
onto.
So you go by that system of reciprocity then.
I have a big spreadsheet at home. I'm counting people that in kindergarten I gave them a card and they didn't give me one.
Well, I
Really
went
bad.
to a Christmas party this past
Oh, you
week
did?
as well. It was a tacky Christmas sweater
Those are
party,
fun.
and it was
Those
so
are
much
fun.
fun. I've worn the same tacky sweater for this is my third year to wear it now.
Oh, what's it
Same
look like? What's it
one.
look like?
It's actually a vest. It's
Perfect.
like an XXL, plus size woman top, and I don't quite fit that. and and you zip it up, and it has these tacky snowman with his scarf that hangs down past the line.
Very
and
cute.
in the back it has jingle balls or jingle bells, whatever you call them. And
So
it
fun.
was so tacky,
fun.
yeah.
One year, my friend has a tacky Christmas sweater party every year, and one year I was really excited because Drew has this sweater that has a bear on it, and I had a sweater that had a bear on it, so we matched. We had red and
Cutesy
green
Wow.
bear
bears.
sweaters, and we didn't even my mom happened to have this teddy bear sweater, and he happened to have it.
Yeah, I went to one of the tacky sweater parties on Tuesday, and I didn't have anything tacky in my closet. I'm just naturally such a great dresser, and so they had to supply me with a tacky sweater there.
Didn't you bring these?
All of these.
Hey,
This
these
one
are not tacky.
especially.
These are classic.
Whatever this is.
This is there's nothing tacky.
I
about
really
this.
do enjoy the hat Molly's wearing greatly.
Yeah.
And as Adam said,
It's like Molly Who.
Well, yes, it looks like a who. It really does. And he was saying, oh, it looks so whimsical. Adam said the word whimsical. And that made me think of that yesterday. My mom and I went to Interiors Galleria in Rogers and Signed, Sealed, and Delivered, which are these just wonderful decorating stores. I know there's some really comparable places in Fayetteville, the Gift House and Sarah Catherine's and different places where you can get decorations. But they had the craziest decorations, you know, not crazy in a sense that they were absolutely beautiful, but they were just so creative and so inspiring. The whole thing looked like something straight out of the Nutcracker or out of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, you know, something, just because they were so original. They had all kinds of Mardi Gras themed Christmas decorations.
Mardi Gras themed Christmas decorations?
Yes, they did.
Are we going to have like Halloween themed Christmas decorations?
I'm not sure.
I guess we had the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah. That's cute.
You don't like that movie?
I've never seen it. I don't want to see it.
I love.
I'm scared to see it. Isn't it scary?
It's a cartoon movie.
It's funny. It's Tim Burton, and he makes Okay.
Gina, you should put that on your to-do list this break. When you're sitting at home and bored.
Oh gosh, I will not be bored, but I will make an effort to watch it. I have a list so long of books that I want to read this break.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I think that's probably what I'm going to do
had my list
all of my time.
I have books that I bought last Christmas break, and I was like, oh, you know, now that I've been reading for the last few weeks, I have to, no time. Not even during the summer because I was taking summer classes.
It's bizarre that school actually prevents you from learning sometimes.
I know. That's what I try and tell my parents, but they're like, no, you should get a degree anyway, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, we'll hope that you'll stay with us throughout the entire show here on AM Arkansas. And
we are here for a wrapping session because right, exactly. We thought that maybe
that wasn't my idea.
We thought that maybe you could use a little bit of help with wrapping. We could. Unfortunately, there wasn't an expert to bring in on this, so we're just going to do the best we can. You're stuck
I
with
am
us.
The expert.
Oh wait, that's right.
I am the expert.
Adam Roberts is a wrapping paper expert. You wrapped gifts how long at Dillard's?
Let's see. I wrapped. Well, it took me about 5 minutes.
Oh, I thought he was. Yeah, he's a professional gift wrapper, though.
Yeah,
actually.
I do. Yeah. Depends what the profession, you know. Well, anyway, we'll just move on to where's the piece of paper.
So we went ahead and pre-cut papers.
Right.
Adam pre-cut one. I pre-cut one. We're just gonna see.
What's in this present here? This box.
A laser jet. Is it ink? I think that's a pretty good present considering how expensive ink is.
All right.
So what do you do first?
First thing you do is you put the box on the table, and then you put the wrapping paper underneath it. And what you want to do. So when you put the
wrapping paper on the table, and then the present. Okay.
No, you're just trying to just sit over to the side and let the man show you how it's done.
Okay.
All right. So
do
you have tape? Give me some tape.
Okay. Do you need scissors?
No.
Okay, because we were thinking, I thought maybe it'd be helpful to say just a list of what you'd need. Like you probably need wrapping paper, probably need some tape, probably need some scissors.
The trick is to get the wrapping paper to stay to the box. And so you just really want to use as much tape as possible.
Is this your best effort? Really?
See, this is, like what I usually do is I usually just kind of wrap it all together. And then the tape never really. So you got these tape. You don't want to use this sort of tape dispenser because the tape will get stuck. Instead, there we go.
Ooh.
It
matters what quality wrapping paper
you have to.
Too,
if you have
like some nice thick.
See, I would prefer to use some of the wrapping paper I brought from home, but Tina had brought her inferior quality, as you can plainly see, wrapping paper. And so that's what I think part of the difficulty is here. And remember, half the fun is unwrapping the gift. And so if it looks
more than half the fun is unwrapping the gift, in my opinion.
Do you have those scissors now? I'm not sure I can get this to quite fit.
You do need them. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
I see. Well, I'm particularly enjoying Adam's stuff.
But, all right, well, see, when you sometimes you don't measure quite right.
Nearly as funny to other people as it is to me, but watching You
So then you've
wrap
got to
this
put this
is
other
really enjoyable
piece
for me.
around that way. So this
Are you
is
getting
all
frustrated?
right. Well,
Do
what you
want
do
help?
now
Do you need
is
help?
you'll have a
like-
bow or a card, and you can cover up the part that's showing with the card, so it will still look really great when you put it under your Christmas
You know what's
tree. at
amazing
home.
about this is that this actually looks like a good present. I would be pretty excited to unwrap this.
know.
Because yeah, you haven't done a bad job here at all. You know,
See?
like
See?
it looks pretty good. I think.
I mean, like if you were to go to Walmart and you saw this gift, you'd be like, "Wow, that's a fantastic wrapping job! I
And-
can't believe I got it at Walmart."
And he's completely right. You can just cover up that spot right there with a card.
Or if you have extra
Oh, yeah, there
shards
we
of
go.
wrapping paper,
You can do that too.
then
It looks good, and this way
Problem
you don't have that whole
solved.
issue of trying to find where you are supposed to start opening the paper.
Oh,
You know,
we
that's
need
always
another
really
one for
hard to
security.
confusing. It's really hard to confusing sometimes when it's wrapped so perfectly that you can't see where would be a good place to start
well,
unwrapping it.
this is
But
wrapped
this-
perfectly.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Sometimes when it's wrapped perfectly like this, it's hard. It's hard to tell where you should actually start wrapping. We're being really
I
silly.
think we're pretty much all right.
Okay, so there you go. You just grab some wrapping paper, stick it anywhere you want to, tape it down, and then when someone gets it, they're not going to care anyway because they're just going to
Exactly.
unwrap it.
I was gonna give that to Secret Santa,
Adam! You got me ink. This is so exciting.
and it just happens to be the exact same sort of ink that you use in the traveler office.
Ooh,
See,
well, that's
I
exciting.
thought
Good,
ahead
good.
and
Well,
planned ahead.
okay. So, would you like me to show you how I wrap presents?
Yeah, we can have sort of like a good idea, bad idea contrast
Okay.
between us.
All right, yeah, because I am a notoriously bad wrapper.
I believe you.
Really
It just
bad.
kind of shows.
Really bad.
First time I
like,
met you, I was like, she looks like a bad
Yeah.
present wrapper.
I know, like I take time, you know, to measure whether the box, you know, how big the box is.
So you start with like putting it in the center and then kind of moving it to the
Yeah,
side.
I move it around so you can feel all the sides, you know, like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like before I cut the paper, I always make sure I'm gonna have enough so I don't have to cut more little shards and stuff. I know, it's so inefficient.
That's interesting.
It's so inefficient.
Yeah.
It's annoying. It takes a long time. It's Adam's way
And
is
then-
just so much
yeah.
better. I'm so glad
And you're
you
like
showed me the superior
squaring,
way.
you're squaring
Uh-huh.
everything up evenly.
Yeah, I know. I just don't even. I
It
don't
just-
even know who taught me to
no.
do this.
It seems very
My mom
pedestrian to
just,
me.
Yeah, she takes Christmas pretty seriously and just doesn't get that the real point of it is just to kind of slop some paper on there.
Right,
and,
right.
You know that nobody really cares about packaging. Just like nobody really cares about icing on cake. You know, like cake's good without icing. You don't need it to look good, and nobody cares about appearance either. Actually, in real life, like you know, it doesn't matter what you look like.
I'm
I think
starting
that's
to get
really
the
good.
feeling that you're being slightly sarcastic.
No, I am being so serious. That's one of the most wonderful things about living in the U.S. We're so non-materialistic and non-judgmental about how we look. You know, it's all just really about substance, like what the present is, not what it looks like. So, Adam, I just thank you for reminding me, because we just sometimes forget that message in my
when
house.
somebody says it doesn't matter what something looks
actually-
like, that usually implies that it's ugly.
So when people tell me it doesn't matter what I look like, they're telling me I'm ugly.
Yes.
Do you think it's because of my receding hairline?
I think I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Mm.
since you brought it up,
I'm also kind of nervous. This is not against anything against people who have a squint eye, but I'm noticing that my face is becoming increasingly less symmetrical. So I kind of think maybe someday I'll be known as the show host whose one eye is bigger than the other eye. You know,
as in one day, do you mean last week?
I think I still have too much paper for all that I measured and was trying to be careful and stuff. But. And
See,
then-
you're just going about it the
And then I
wrong
still don't
way.
even do it like, you know, some people even get like the double-sided tape and stick it on there and like they make sure that their little corners match up perfectly. I've never quite
See, you're one of those
mastered that.
people who's all function over form.
Oh, that is a huge piece of tape.
All right, we'll do it your way. See, I
Yeah,
take more of
yeah.
a avant-garde approach to rapping.
I
Like
see.
you're sort of like Frank
Okay.
Lloyd Wright, and I'm abstract
Okay,
expressionism.
This is the easy way. Yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
comparison. That's like the easy way. You just stick the tape right on the top, and then I'm going to show you like the really classy way on this other side.
Oh, I see how it is. Classy. My present
Adam,
wasn't
you
classy
were
enough
talking
for
about
me.
how classy you are. You have no tacky sweaters in your closet. So you would be the kind to adopt
No
this
tacky
approach.
hats either.
I still am not getting these corners to match up quite as perfectly as I would like them to, but there you go, that's pretty good. Okay, and so then instead of like actually putting a piece of tape in, I'm gonna do the whole little like loop thing, so you don't
let's
actually
see
even
this,
see,
yeah.
you don't even see the tape. Or you could get
So
double-sided
you
tape.
don't
That'd
see
be
the tape?
really, it'd be really
Wow.
convenient. Yeah. See, like this.
So look at this. Like you look at this present, you
And
know
you're like,
right
"Oh my
away
gosh."
that it's a box. You know it's a rectangle. You kind of, you know, you
It
recognize
does.
it.
It takes away all the fun.
I know, like half the fun on Christmas morning is trying to figure out
Like,
which
what
presents
kind
are
of a
wrapped
shape is
presents
this?
and what part is just wrapping paper you're about to throw away.
That is true. So that's mine. But we just hope that you've taken away the message that Adam Roberts has tried to teach all of us.
For
That
free.
what matters most on Christmas is the love that you share with other people, the substance of your present, not the style.
And that's how we're going to spin it.
Yes, it looked quite good. I'm impressed. So
Very nice
This is
work.
just how you should not do it.
And we're
We
going
wanted
to
give you
bring
guys
this
some-
right to the homeless shelter and
because
deliver
they could
printer
really use
to
some
them.
ink.
Yeah. Well, thank you very
Well,
much.
thank you for joining us. We've sure enjoyed being with you, and we hope that you stay tuned to AM Arkansas. Welcome back to AM Arkansas. We're so glad that you've stayed with us and that you're joining us for this segment as well.
We have a lot of space between us.
Yeah,
I was
we
just
do,
thinking
we
maybe
do.
We should
Maybe we should-
scooch
yeah.
together.
No, and
Tina.
hey, we are just talking today about celebrating, and there are all kinds of things it seems like to celebrate this time of year. Of course, Christmas is not the only holiday around this season, but also we just finished finals, or I just finished my finals. People are in the
almost
midst of
done.
finals. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty close. So when finals are over, we can celebrate the end of the semester, and that's
Another
a
one
huge
down.
thing.
Another one down. How many more to go?
We only
I've
have
got
three.
three more to go.
Three.
You too?
We're getting close. We're getting
Yeah,
close.
I'm
Adam
so
probably
nervous.
gonna be here for a while.
How long
Zach's
is he
probably gonna
here?
be here
I
for
know
a
we
while.
joke about it, but
We do
really,
joke about
how
it.
long? What is his story? I don't know his story.
He's changed his major a couple times, like
Oh.
Zach has too. So they'll be around. So even if we graduate and we're no longer your hosts,
They'll be
which we would
here.
miss this, but you would still
They'll be here.
you'd still have Zach and Adam. So
So we have lots of different holidays to celebrate right now. Is that right?
right. Well, yeah, we do. I mean, and just like besides Christmas,
Besides
of course,
Christmas.
there. I know that.
We can just celebrate family coming together. I know that's a huge
Yes,
thing. I'm
yes.
so excited to spend
Yes.
this Christmas with family, and also not just with my immediate family, but I'm going to Breckenridge for about a week and a
Ooh,
half, and
that's exciting.
celebrating that with my boyfriend's family, all of his family, brother, sister-in-laws, nephews, nieces, everybody.
So do you know them really well? Is it echoing?
It is echoing, and yes, I do know them very well.
It's really distracting.
It feels like I'm in a tank.
There we go. It's
Oh,
good. So,
Lord.
wow,
Looks like we have a visitor.
another. Wow, someone is making funny gestures. Just
What
he's
is this?
going like
We
this.
are sorry, but you might be confused at home, but
And he's-
we have a special visitor.
Oh,
Santa!
Merry
Merry Christmas! We have a seat just for you.
Oh.
Well, let's get you a mic here so they
Wow.
can hear you. And you brought
present.
gifts.
I brought a present. Since you all have been such good little boys and girls here at UATV, I brought a present for us all to share at the studio.
Oh, well, how exciting! Thank you so
Can
much.
we open
Let's-
it?
yeah,
Yes, go ahead.
Let's take this.
Well, Santa, we feel bad. We don't have anything for you.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh,
What do you have?
Oh my goodness! What a present
Oh,
this is.
gosh.
I know that we can't zoom in right now because
Santa.
we have no camera people. I don't know if people knew that about our show.
here.
But here we go. No, we just want you to see what a wonderful present this is. Yeah. Santa brought us a framed picture of our favorite co-host, Adam Roberts.
He must have known.
Oh,
That's what we
ho,
just
ho, ho.
wanted.
Santa.
I know, everyone's
That's
sending their
actually
letters on their
hilarious.
wish list saying, picture of Adam, picture of Adam.
Oh,
And I
gosh.
couldn't
This is
resist.
hilarious.
Well, thank you so much for
They go
doing
for
that.
hundreds
The
of
only-
dollars in
yes,
the market.
Our only regret is just that there aren't two of them, so we can both take them
I would
home.
hang this up over
Oh,
my bed.
I would
at
put it
night.
next to my nightstand, and before I went to bed, that would be what I would look
Well,
at.
speaking of Santa bringing us gifts, Tina, what are you asking for Christmas from Santa Claus?
Well, since I haven't hinted at it enough on the show yet,
Yeah, what
I'll
are you
just
asking
say it
for?
again. I would like a Wii Fit. I would really like a Wii
Really?
Fit. I know I'm probably not going to get it.
Those are hard to come by.
I
but
would
I'm
really like it.
sure.
I know Santa can do it. You can bring me one, right?
Well, if you've been a good little girl,
Well, of course I've been a good girl.
Well, that's
I'll
not,
have to check the list.
I think that's a great gift to ask for. I know lots of little kids are going to be asking for that, so you might have to duke it out between the 10-year-olds.
Oh, you guys watch
10-year-olds
The
and
Office?
Tina. Oh, yeah, last night.
Oh
Did
my
you
gosh,
watch
that
it?
just made me think of it.
Wait,
That
I
just made me
forgot.
think of it because Dwight had the
unicorn.
unicorn princesses,
Oh!
and he was hiking the prices up.
That
So
was
you know,
really
maybe
funny.
what I need to do is go buy it. But you know what? People started their Christmas shopping months ago. I
I
probably couldn't
haven't even
be ahead.
started.
I know. I
This
haven't
is the
either.
confession.
I started a long time ago.
Santa, we know.
But you spend your whole year.
But there
preparing
also
Christmas.
is something so
Or at least
special
my elves do.
that Tina and her boyfriend are doing for Christmas.
Oh
I thought
gosh,
it was so
no,
neat.
no.
Oh, you're not? Do you want to share?
We are doing that, but I hope Drew's not watching right now
Oh,
because he'd be
Drew's
so mad at me for
probably
saying
sleeping.
this.
He'll never know. He'll never know.
Oh, you know what? It's not even showing live.
So we'll just, whenever it does rerun, we'll just hit him so he won't watch it or something. But it's really neat. I think you should share it
Well,
because it's a great idea for maybe others to do
Well,
as
thank you.
well.
This is solely, he's the one motivated to do this, but he thought, we were reading that, project, I think it's the Advent Project is what it's called, and just how U.S. citizens spend $420 billion. I think we talked about this in the Gratitude show. $420 billion on Christmas, and $10 billion would provide clean water for the entire world. And so we thought, well, maybe we should, we both have everything we need, and so we thought instead of giving each other presents that we would donate to a clean water supply.
I think that is
Maybe
so
I should bring
fantastic.
people clean water instead of presents on Christmas.
Yes, you could consider that, Santa.
I
You
don't,
should put that on your wish list, and maybe I'll do that.
I don't know why Drew would not want you to share that because I think
Aw,
that is
thank
just
you.
the sweetest thing, totally selfless.
Oh,
Very
thanks.
nice.
Thank you.
It'll encourage others, I think, to give,
Thanks.
especially this year when I know a lot of charities are hurting.
Yeah,
Angel
I know.
trees are hurting.
When I was at that, when I was at those shops yesterday, the decorating shops, they literally said that half their inventory has been gone, like flying up the shelves. These places are kind of expensive when it comes to decorating. And all I was thinking was like that. I couldn't figure out if I was encouraged or discouraged, but I decided eventually that I was encouraged by the fact that Christmas comes around and people still feel like it's Christmas. We're going to do what we would normally do. We're not going to let the economy, affect our celebrations. This is something we think is worth celebrating. So we're going to go ahead and splurge, and a good, good places to splurge are.
I think also a great tip is one I know my parents live by is during the Christmas time, you only go out and purchase things in cash because they don't even want to be tempted to use credit
smart.
cards.
Oh, that is so smart.
At all. But, just use the cash that you have and live within your means. And,
That is so
Christmas
smart.
shop from there.
Ever since I've gotten a debit card, it's been so much harder to keep track of
Right.
what I'm actually
It
spending.
really is.
Instead of just.
So maybe that's a great tip for people to do this.
I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Or you could just
I
have
think
a
you're
whole
gonna have
bunch
to
of
do that.
elves make everything for you for free. That's sort
That
of
is
been my
true.
financial strategy.
Have you read the Harry Potter books, Santa?
Oh, I love the Harry Potter books.
So what do you think of Hermione's whole house elves, like Free the House Elves campaign?
I've only gotten to book 3. Thanks for spoiling it, Tina. No we fit for you.
Oh no, I want one so badly. I didn't know Santa was a petty man.
Santa, is there anything?
I can make lists years in advance, right?
Please don't
Tina's
buy
on
this
that
for me.
naughty
I'm
list for a
sorry.
long
I'm
time.
so sorry. I was just kidding.
No, Santa,
Just
I know
playing
that
with
Santa
Santa.
doesn't have a very good sense of humor.
you are the gift giver. You are the giver of all, or gifts, as so to speak. I'm trying to ask that question, but it's not coming out right. What are you? Do you want anything for Christmas? Do you ask Mrs. Claus for anything?
what do
How
you
does
ask
this work?
All I ask every year is for all the children of the earth to stop war and end world hunger.
And that
That's
never
a lot
happens.
to ask for,
Oh,
Santa.
Santa, you
So are
make
you
everybody else's
discouraged every
wishes
year?
come true, and nobody ever makes your wish come true.
No, but as long as people keep trying, then I'll put them on the
That's
nice
why we're
list.
here.
Well, we're trying so hard to end world hunger and create world peace.
we are. We had that
I
group
should
on
not
the
say
other week. They're trying to end.
We did, yeah. Actually, they
One
really
grilled
are.
cheese at a
Feel
time.
good.
Those were
was
delicious
fun.
grilled cheese sandwiches.
He made
Yes.
Adam
Wait,
saved some for me after the
Adam.
show.
I was just gonna
We're
add.
tight.
Adam made that. We miss Adam.
Adam. Oh yes, as wonderful as Santa is, I don't even know Santa. Adam is probably the coolest guy we
Yeah,
know.
I know everybody in the entire world. I watch them day and night, and he definitely is the coolest person on the planet.
Really.
And speaking of him, we're going to go to commercial break, I believe.
Oh, yes.
I think we are, but we
Yes,
have
we are. Actually, our guests knew. We didn't, but we are going
we
to a
have.
commercial break.
Okay, right now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Stay with
Merry
us.
Christmas.
Don't go anywhere.
And of course, Christmas, you know, is just a perfect time for music. Music is a great way to celebrate. So we brought in a special musical guest for you from King David's Bible Trivia, King David.
It's Christmas in heaven, all the children sing. It's Christmas in heaven, hark, hark, those church bells ring. It's Christmas in heaven, the snow falls from the sky, but it's nice and warm and everyone looks smart and wears a tie. It's Christmas in heaven, there's great stuff on TV. The sound of music twice an hour and Jaws 1, 2, and 3. It's Christmas in heaven, there's toiletry and trains. There's Sony Walkman headphone sets and the latest video games. It's Christmas in heaven. Hip, 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 hooray. Every single day, it's Christmas Day. Today the landlord stopped by with some kind of document. She took one look inside and cried, "Good God Almighty, what has happened here?" Well, as far as I can recall, I tried to stop it all. Confronted my friend in the hall and said, "Bro, I'm not so sure that this is such a good idea." Yeah. Doesn't have to be a party. Doesn't have to be a party. No. My favorite wine glass, the first casualty. I told her I wouldn't listen to one more apology. Just forget about it. Please. We got a new stain on the rug, new hole in the wall. Some friend of Paul's was going to call somebody over to have a look at it. I guess doesn't have to be a party. Doesn't have to be a party. Woo! Agnostic country singer is lonely most of the time. Agnostic country singer doesn't think about the sublime. His family informs him that they're praying for him every night. Agnostic country singer doesn't offer any reply. Agnostic country singer is lonely because he's unsure, and also he hardly gets the point. Go find some other head to anoint for your Lord. If he's paid enough, he can sing Amazing Grace, but you can see it in his face, it's all a charade. Agnostic country singer doesn't think about the divine. Agnostic country singer never thinks to question why. His family's concerned 'cause he cannot be proselytized. Agnostic country singer doesn't offer any reply. Agnostic country singer is lonely most of the time. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much, King David, for being here, and we'll be back with some more AM Arkansas.
Welcome back to AM Arkansas. We're about to wrap up the show, but we just wanted to do a quick recap. We've been talking about celebrating all morning. There are a few ways you can celebrate.
Yeah, some things we've talked about today, just that you can celebrate by giving gifts.
Right.
Can celebrate
Making,
Santa.
wrapping gifts, and we had a special guest
Can
come that I
celebrate
wasn't there for.
music.
I missed him.
Yeah.
And there's just a few things I wanted to quickly just throw at you. Just remember that this break, treat yourself to some sweet treats. You can indulge in a few things and not have to feel guilty. One of the things I
Don't
thought
feel
was
guilty.
really, one of the things I thought was really interesting is peppermint. I know that some people may want to pass on a peppermint. I don't really care for it, but it's really cool because it has, not only is cooling peppermint a classic holiday treat, but it can also help you relax your muscles and headache, and offers calming after maybe eating a big meal. Are you not wanting to talk about peppermint?
Sorry, we do have to go. We have credits, other shows for some
but
reason.
we did
Join
wanna-
us next semester.
Yes.
Thank you so much, King
Join us
David.
next
Yes,
semester.
thanks to our guests
And have
for
a Merry
coming.
Christmas.
Yes.
Think I'm done riding that school bus, that funky school bus, that funky school bus. And no one else could help me decide when it was time to get off. I think I'm done riding that school bus, that funky school bus, that bus of funk. And no one else could help me decide when it was time to hit the brakes.